Hello, fifth graders.
Hi guys!
Mr. Strobel and Mr. Jones here again.
It's band time!
Yeah, we hope you are as excited as we are to start learning about the instruments of the band. In today's lesson, we'll introduce you to the different sections in a typical band. And like an orchestra, a band has different sections. In a band, these are the brass, woodwind, and percussion sections. So let's check them out and see what they can do.
The percussion section is one of the most diverse sections in an orchestra or band because there are so many different percussion instruments. So many. There are two types of percussion instruments, pitched and unpitched, like notes and no notes. That means instruments that either play notes or just sounds. An example of a pitched instrument would be the marimba, and an unpitched instrument would be the snare drum. Percussionists are usually very busy during rehearsals and performances because of the many different instruments they have to play. They're running around back there changing instruments. It's quite fun to watch. And they're some of the most highly skilled musicians in the group for sure. Playing percussion takes dedication and focus for sure. Let's see a percussion ensemble in action. Here's a performance of Eric. Nick, is it Iwazen?
He wasn't, yeah, I think
Iwazen,
so.
okay. Eric Iwazen's Symphony for Percussion by the TCU Percussion Ensemble. How many different instruments can you spot?
Brass instruments come in many shapes and sizes, from the largest, the tuba, to the smallest, the trumpet. Most use buttons and valves to change the pitches they play, but the trombone uses a slide. All brass instruments use a mouthpiece, though, and brass players can change pitches by changing the position of their lips on that mouthpiece. That's one of my favorite things about a brass instrument. Here are some cool brass facts. A trumpet is made up of about 6.5 feet of metal tubing, all coiled up, the trombone about 9 feet, and the French horn and tuba are made up of about 18 feet of tubing in their coils. That's an amazing amount of tubing.
That's like taller than my house. If you took out all the tubes.
All in one, wrapped up in one instrument. It's pretty
Holy
cool.
cow.
In this next video, you can clearly see and hear each section come in. It starts with the tuba and the euphonium, then the trombones and French horns, and finally the trumpets. This is the Summit High School large brass ensemble competing at their regional contest.
woodwind section of the concert band is generally much larger than the woodwind section of the orchestra, but they do share quite a few instruments. There's a bit more variety in the concert band, so you get to see a few instruments that rarely get a chance to shine in a symphony orchestra. The most common band woodwind instruments are the piccolo, the flute, the oboe, B-flat clarinet, bass clarinet, bassoon, and then the alto and tenor and baritone saxophones. Some wind instruments use a single reed to make a sound, like the clarinet or the saxophone. Some use a double reed, like the oboe and the bassoon. And some don't use a reed at all, like the flute or the piccolo. Here's a giant wind section from the Cy-Fair High School Band. Bonus, you'll get to see into the mysterious world of the high school band room.
Ooh. Before we go, we want to talk a little bit about music in middle school. This has been a really weird year for school and for music, and you've missed some important musical opportunities. You've missed out on some great singing and music making in your general music classrooms, and you missed a chance to learn to play a string instrument. That doesn't mean you can't learn an instrument or keep singing, though. All of our middle schools have amazing and fun music teachers standing by to help you in your music journey.
If you love singing, some middle schools have choir classes you can join, or maybe even a before school choir or club. If you had your heart set on learning a string instrument this year, all middle schools offer an orchestra in 6th grade where you can learn the violin, the viola, the cello, or the double bass. If you get excited about the band instruments you're going to learn about, then of course 6th grade band could be for you, and for all our middle schools offer 6th grade band as well. No matter what type of music you choose to pursue in middle school, you will absolutely work hard, but you will absolutely have a great time and make and keep some of the best friends of your life. Case in point, I know this guy. I hope am I on the right side there? Yeah, I know this guy from high school orchestra. If you didn't hear that in one of our previous episodes, he and I grew up in the same town and went to the same church, and had my sister was in his grade, or was she a grade older than you?
She was a grade older, but
Yeah.
we played in the same quartet.
But our orchestra
for 20
teacher
years.
was that glue that bound us all together, and we've worked with each other off and on throughout the years, and now we get to teach together and create together. So it's really true. Music is one of the places where you can find some of the best long-lasting relationships and supportive relationships you'll ever find. Of course, we're pretty biased, of course.
But it's true. All right, let's end with some cool videos that show what middle schoolers can do with music. First, you'll see the combined Billingham Middle School bands playing Smoke on the Water, and this is from the 2013 Junior Ski to Sea Parade. Then you'll see the 2018 San Juan Music Educators Junior Honor Orchestra playing Orange Jam. And then finally, you'll see the 2014 SJMEA Junior Honor Choir performing Come to Me, Oh My Love.
And we can't forget the joke of the week now. How do you fix a broken tuba?
I don't know, Mr. Jones. How do you fix a broken tuba?
With a tube of glue. Get it? Tuba, glue, tube of glue. It's good. I know. Some of you got that right away, I'm sure. Yeah. I got to work on my delivery.
Horrible.
All right. Well, that's it for today. We'll see you again soon, guys.
All right.
Bye.
Take care.